Hello world, welcome to today's video. So today what we are trying to solve is a Caesar cipher. So write a class when given a string will return an uppercase string with each letter shifted forward in the alphabet by however many spots the cipher was initialized. So for example, variable C is equal to a new Caesar cipher of 5. So this will be our shift character, right? So it creates a Caesar cipher helper, that is a tongue twister. Oh my god. Caesar cipher helper. Okay. With a shift to 5, right? So whatever you pass, those many alphabets will be shifted. So for example, if you want to encode, then it says CodeWars. So if you say, for example, C is your first character, right? And if your shift is 5, then it shifts 5 characters in the alphabet. So C, D, E, F, G, H, right? So H will be the character that it will be substituted with, right? If this was 3, then it would be F, right? So that's how this works. And if it is decode, then it travels backwards. Say, for example, we have H, right? Let's just take it from here. If we have H, then that will be substituted by C, because if you go backward 5 characters, then it is C, right? So that is your decode. And if you notice, it says C.encode and C.decode. So basically, encode and decode are our methods, right? So we will need an object. So we'll need to return an object at the end, right? So we'll return an object that has encode and decode, correct? So encode is a function which encodes stuff, and decode is also a function which will decode stuff for us, right? Okay. So in case of encode, what we need to do is we need to get, and also if you notice, we pass strings over here. So let's just have a string parameter over there. And then now, whatever string we get for every character, right? So for every character in string, we need to shift whatever the number of characters that this has. Let us not shift. Let us say maybe we need to replace the character. So for every character in string, we need to replace the character plus shift. I mean, here it was 5, so I said 5, but we have to have shift, right? So whatever it is, character plus shift, and that is our encode. In our decode, for every character in our string, we need to replace it with character minus shift, correct? So let's just do this. Let's just console log this first and see if this is working. And we'll do the same over here and we'll just test it out. Should test for something. Why have they commented this? I don't think that should be commented, right? So it does test for something, but let's just attempt it. Works, yeah. So let's say decode, and let's say encode, so we know what exactly is happening. Let's just attempt this encode, decode, encode, decode. Okay, good. So this works. This is what we needed, and that is what even they need. So now for every character in string, we need to replace the character plus shift. So let's get the value of each character, right? So what I will do is, because there is inconsistency in like the character's case sensitiveness, what I'll do is I'll just convert everything into an uppercase letter, right? So string equal to string dot to uppercase. This is our first step in both our methods. So once we convert that to an uppercase, what we can do is we can get the ASCII character value of this and then add the shift number, right? So we can do this. So we'll say for let I equal to 0, I less than string dot length I plus plus, and then now we'll say string dot character code at I, right? So we'll have, let maybe say ASCII, right? Or we'll say new character. So new character is equal to string dot character code plus I plus, this will be character code, our new character code, plus our shift, right? And we will do the same for our, no, let's just concentrate on our encode. We can look into decode a bit later. So character code is equal to string dot character code shift. Okay, now we got a new character code, and now what we need to do is replace this character with our new character code. So string dot, maybe we'll just check uh, ASCII to character in JavaScript, right? So string dot from character code is what we need. String dot from character code, and we need to pass new character code over here, right? And now let us also have a variable called as result, correct? And then we'll say result plus equal to, yeah, this, correct? And then what this function does is returns our result. Let's just attempt this and see. So we get all these, and there's a forward slash. No, this is a backward slash, right? Backslash, backslash, and then we get this. I think I know why we are getting this, because I think it is exceeding A to Z, right? Let's just say ASCII. No, what we need is ASCII code from A to Z, correct? So yeah, 90. What is the ASCII code for backslash? Okay, character we can see, yeah. So it is going to 92, but if you notice, Z is the last where 90 is the last side, right? So if it goes to 92, then it means that, I mean, if it goes above 90, then it is counting something else, right? We don't want that. So here, what we can do is we can check if character code, if new character code is greater than 90, then what we need to do? We need to if it is greater than 90, then we need to come back to 65, right? But how can we achieve that? If it goes above 90, then now we have 92. So we can say 92 minus 90, then we get 2, right? So then we can say 90 plus 2. No, then we can say 65. Now we can say 64 plus 2, right? Yeah, so I mean, if you're not able to understand what I'm trying to think, just hold on. Like when I do it, you will understand. So if it is greater than 90, then what we need to do is new character code is equal to or minus equal to 90. Now we get that, and then what we need to do is new character code plus equal to 64. Was it the starting before? Yeah, 64, right? So now we'll attempt this, and yes, this works, right? I'm going to see why exactly that is the case. Undefined, of course, we are not doing the decode, right? So that is why we are getting undefined. So, all right. So what we need to do is we need to put this inside. So every time we get a new string, we say result is a new one. And we'll just copy the entire thing for our decode as well, correct? Till there, we'll just copy the entire thing. Only thing we need to do over here now is we need to go backwards, correct? And once we go backwards, we need to check if it is lesser than 65. So what happens if it is lesser than 65? Then it will start printing these characters which we do not want. So if it is lesser than 65, we need to do 65 minus whatever the number that is there. So we need to say new character code equal to 65 minus new character code. So we get something at the end. After we get that, where is our ASCII table? So we'll get, maybe say for example, we get 2. So if we get that, then we need to travel back from here, right? Because if we go here, we need to loop back to this Z if we go lesser than A. So we need to start from 91. So new character code will be equal to 91 minus new character code. Now even this should work. Let's just attempt this, and this does work. What is the problem here? And blah blah blah. Oh, okay. So if you read the instructions over here, it says if something in the string is not an alphabet, that is if it is punctuation spaces, then simply leave it as it is, right? So we need a checker. I'm just going to remove these comments for now, so we have it in a cleaner format. So let result is so and so, and before checking that, we need to say if or what we can do is we can put this here. If character, if string dot character code that I is greater than 90, right? Whereas our ASCII table. So one thing is it should not be greater than 90 and it should not be less than 65, correct? As simple as that. If it is greater than 90 or if it is lesser than 65, then you just continue. You just continue, yes, but at the same time, you need to add that to our result, right? You need to say result plus equal to str of I, correct? This passed. Good. Now we need to do the same thing for our decode, which will also work. Attempt and yes, everything works out. So yes, that's how you solve this one. Let's just submit this and look into other people's result. So what has this person done? He has said variable a is equal to a, b, c, d, and so on. This dot encode is equal to function return string dot replace return a of a dot index of okay to uppercase dot shift percent 26. I mean modulus 26. Interesting. And what is he doing? He is also using string dot replace, and he is also doing the same thing that I did, like from character code. So he's using ASCII values like what I did. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next one.